Yeah.
Let's talk about this shit.
Okay.
I actually liked it,
It,
believe it or not.
it was my first time watching anything on Lifetime. It was actually a good film.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? This is a little breakdown and thoughts on the Salt-N-Pepa Lifetime movie that came out last last night. This your boy Reg in the building. Got my homeboy Try with me.
Bro.
So we've been talking about this for a couple of months about how Salt-N-Pepa were doing a Lifetime movie. I want to say it was supposed to have came out last year, but it got with the whole pandemic,
Right. Right.
got pushed back to early this year.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I know next week they're gonna do the Wendy Williams, which I don't know if you watching that
Yeah.
one, but I'm planning on doing my thoughts on that one
I
too.
watched that.
Oh, you watched that? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I watched that.
I think I might go live with that one. I'm not too sure yet, but
Let's really
yeah.
piss her off.
You know what?
Let's really piss her off.
Yeah, but I'm gonna talk more about that after the review. So you guys should definitely know who Salt-N-Pepa are. Legendary female hip hop group, the first female hip hop group to go platinum. Consists of members Salt, Pepper, and the two Spinderellas, which we'll get in that in a minute. Um, what I think about them, just point blank period. I'm not like the biggest fan of them, but I do like them. Respect, highly
Mhm.
respect them. Favorite albums from them, definitely the Black Magic album from 1990 and the Very Necessary album from '93, which tried. I still got you on that.
Yes,
I might get me a copy of that too, low key.
that was good.
Um, so with this movie, I'm not gonna give you like the whole synopsis. I'm just gonna like say my favorite thoughts, things I never knew. So it started off. They took it to the Hip Hop Honors, which was like the first time that they were gonna get back together since they broke up. And I remember that performance too. I
Hmm.
actually remember that performance. They were making a big deal about it on VH1 because that was around the time they had their reality show around that time,
Right.
and you can like feel the tension. And then they brought it back, to like the '80s, like early '80s. Salt was dating Herbie Lovebug, and Pepper. They were playing spades, and Salt didn't know how to play spades and shit like that. And black people love playing some spades and shit. And so Pepper was I overheard Salt saying, "Oh, I'm hiring people for the Sears and stuff like that." Because I never knew that her Salt and Pepper, Kid and Play, and Martin. I mean, I knew they grew up, but I never knew
Right.
they all worked together in Sears and shit.
Right.
The dude that played Martin, that was
Bro.
no
That
Martin.
that part I knew they worked together. I forgot that Martin was with them. Like I'm always thinking I thought Martin was from Washington D.C. So I didn't realize he was like living in New York or whatever.
Yeah, because I know Martin was actually born in Germany, believe it or not.
Germany? Oh wow.
Yeah, and so he moved to the United States. I mean, I knew that he was close with Kid and Play and Salt and
Mm,
Pepper, but I knew they were all growing up
yeah.
together and shit like that. And what else? So a lot of people should know, or if y'all don't know, they did the response record to Dougie Fresh and Ricky D, aka Slick Rick, the Showstopper. Which, believe it or not, I recently found that out like last year. Believe it or
Yeah.
not,
Yep.
because you could tell they were influenced by Roxanne's Revenge. We know the whole UTFO and Roxanne Shante and
Hmm.
stuff like that. And I never knew they actually performed at Dougie Fresh's high school. That was ill as fuck and shit. But let's talk about Herbie though. Let's talk about Herbie Love Bug. Oh my god, very bad businessman.
Yes, definitely.
Oh my god, he was trying to make this whole Ashford and Simpson thing,
Yeah.
trying to shoot Pep out. Um,
Right.
grimy ass motherfucker.
Hmm.
Um, low key, I felt bad, but when he got his ass beat,
That was comic. Yep.
I laughed when I was like, okay, he deserved it. But then
Yeah.
when old boy punched Saul, I was just like, oh
Right.
shit.
I don't remember that, but like when that happened.
Yeah, that was when they were performing the Showstopper, and then that light skinned hustler wanted to take a picture, and
Okay.
then they were about to perform on the show I think to promote. I want to say promote either that one or push it.
Right.
And then they said, "Oh, Salt-N-Pepa's already here."
Mm-hmm.
And they saw the hustler. I was like, "Oh shit,
Right. And that was their daughters. Their daughters with a fake Salt-N-Pepa.
yeah." So yeah, that part was crazy and shit like that because when it came to like female rappers like around that time,
Mm-hmm.
this is when I'm like writing about my thesis. 'Cause I'm writing the Roxanne and Shantae chapter. They weren't really getting respect a lot because people were just booing them, talking about,
Mm-hmm.
oh, go back to dancing, oh, do this, do that.
Right.
But I have a few gripes. Speaking of Salt-N-Pepa, I know Pepper was supposed to be like a Haitian Jamaican, but I personally did not like the casting. I mean, the actresses they did solid, but they didn't capture the whole New York. They didn't make me believe they were Haitian Jamaican New York, in my opinion.
Right.
I don't know if you caught that too.
I mean, I thought the casting was decent. I think the guy that they casted for her, he looked like her.
Yeah, he did.
The I was confused about his brother. I'm like, I don't remember Herbie having a twin brother because the dude looked like he was playing two different characters. I mean, like he was playing himself and his brother.
Yep,
And I'm like, what? They could have gotten somebody else to play his brother, but I thought he looked like Herbie a lot. The two female, the one that played Pepper, Layla Odom. I've seen her in a lot of other stuff too,
that's
and
okay.
yeah, she looked familiar. I thought they were good. Um, it from what I remember was precise. A lot of the stuff that happened, with Herbie dating Salt and the tension in the group
Right.
and him ripping the group off, and I remember all of that stuff and they knew Kid and Play from Sears and all that. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was a good film, and my first time ever watching anything on Lifetime, I thought it was good. Um, the main issue, of course, is Spinderella. I thought Spinderella
Oh, let's
could have been
talk about
included
that.
more. Like it's almost like she wasn't even
Mm,
like she was there, but they didn't focus on her story. I'm like, y'all got Spinderella out here looking like she's the butler or something. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
that was just I don't know. I just felt like I know Spinderella made a big post on Instagram and she's writing her own memoirs and she's gonna talk about everything and she needs her story to be told because you know people forget about the DJ even now in this day and age and the DJ needs to be respected more because that was a part of the group. When you got Jam Master Jay from Run DMC or you got DJ Scratch from EPMD, you know what I'm saying? Grandmaster Flash and all of these iconic DJs, Kid Capri and from Master Flex, DJ Clue. These are all integral parts of any artist's career, whether it was a group or not. And for them to do Spinnerella like that was an injustice. You know what I'm saying? Like Salt-N-Pepa to me will always be three members, not just Salt-N-Pepa. You
yeah,
know?
man. I definitely agree with you on that because like the first Cinderella, I know she got fired because she didn't want
Right,
to do it anymore
right,
and stuff like that. But then even with the second Cinderella, they just treated her
yeah.
like, oh, she was the help and stuff like that. Like when they were about to go party and stuff like
Hmm.
that. You're gonna stay here and practice the scratch. And I'm like, damn.
Right.
But plus, she was a teenager at that
She was a
time
teenager,
too,
right, right.
so I can understand.
But that part I didn't know. I thought when she joined the group, she was already like of age or whatever,
Hmm.
you know. And yeah, it's just like that is part. Spinnerella will always be part of that group. And I know they said something on when they won the Breakfast Club about that they every time they mention her name, they got to pay her like 50 G's. So that's probably why they don't even acknowledge her.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because she basically the settlement happened already. Like they went to a mediator and they settled. They didn't say for how much that she got, but she 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 needs to be back in that group. Though. Like it's just a travesty that they would do that. Because if Run DMC have their biopic and they deserve one, they're not gonna do that to Jim Hester.
Oh
You know
no.
what I'm saying? Especially for after what he went through and getting killed on Halloween, and you know what I'm saying? And it's definitely you gotta put respect on the DJ. And I just feel like it should have been more of Spinnerella's story. That her parts are missing, and there was two things that I They didn't talk about it. Now, allegedly, the rumor with Pepper didn't wasn't Pepper involved in, or she was there was rumors that she was dating Andre Rison and Left Eye found out, and the Left Eye set his house on fire.
Yeah, you actually told me about that. Yeah.
Right, because I remember hearing that back in the day. And then the other incident with her and Mary J. Blige with the cut on Mary J's under her eye.
Wait, what?
Supposedly Pepper did that. Yeah, she has a cut. Mary J has a cut under her eye. If you look on the Mary album cover, you can see it.
Oh, wow.
Supposedly back in the day that it was Pepper from Salt-N-Pepa that gave her that gas. Like she took a broken bottle and cut her. So I don't know. Wendy actually was talking about that back in the day on the radio. I don't know how true that is. Um, but they didn't address that. But that's like maybe that's like little issues. But you know, I thought it was a precise movie. Like they went through the different eras and the albums, and I thought it was good. Like I said, like a lot of the stuff that happened in the movie, I heard about. So the thing with the one thing I didn't know really was like Tretch. Like he got to come out and address some things because the movie made Tretch look like he was jealous and he was like being a crazy boyfriend, and what I'm saying. Like we heard the rumors about him beating Pepper, but I didn't know all that stuff about him like being like jealous and obsessive. And I think he got to come out and address some things because it's making him look bad in the media.
Yeah, like I already knew about the issues between Pepper and Tretch,
Right.
stuff like that. Because I told you, I actually bought Pepper's book,
Uh huh.
so I'm also gonna be talking about that in the future.
Right.
I haven't even started reading it yet, so yeah, man, I read some shit about how Tretch used to beat the fuck out of her and
Crazy.
stuff like that. And you know me, I like to
Mhm.
separate the music from the personal stuff like that. I
Right.
mean, a man should never put his hands on a woman,
Right.
regardless of stuff like that. But I was already expecting all that bullshit to be real with you. So
And the Tyrone, her first kid, she had it with a drug dealer.
yeah,
See, I didn't know that, and
me neither.
I think that's probably why Tyrone is so close with Tretch because he played like he was his father and being a father to Egypt, and I didn't know that part, and the part about Salt being a bulimic, I didn't know about that album.
Yeah, that part I never knew about. I was like,
That
oh
was
shit.
crazy, and she was pregnant and she was doing that stuff.
Yeah, because you notice how during like the very necessary era, she was kind of thin a little bit.
Right, right,
Because like in the other eras, like the Salt was a deadly pepper, even the
mhm,
Black Magic, she was had a little thickness towards her, but
right,
then she was like her and Pepper were no her and Pepper were kind of like thin at that time too. So
right. Yeah, that part I didn't know. Cause I'm like, I thought like women they eat more when they're pregnant, but she was like throwing it up. I'm like, that's crazy. And I didn't know that. But everything else is like I basically like, and it was good that they actually were like executive producing on the project, so they didn't have nobody that was doing stuff and they wasn't getting a cosign. So I'm glad that they were actually a part of this project. And Queen Latifah, who's another legend, she deserves her own biopic. You know what I'm saying? And that was cool to see that they actually had the right people on this project. I think that's why it felt like it was like it felt real.
yeah, Lifetime. I have to be real. They've been putting out some good movies. I did like the Clark Sisters movie
Right.
and stuff like that. So, which is kind of why I'm kind of anticipating watching this Wendy Williams shit.
Well, but
Yeah,
that's
because and then I heard they're making a movie about Mahalia Jackson that's coming out in
yeah,
April.
yeah. They showed the commercial for that.
I was like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah, and yeah, I thought it was good, and like I remember when they did the Let's Talk About Sex song after Magic announced he had HIV, and that was a powerful song, and it's independent and expression, like those were big hits for them at that time. So, and they were rightfully so. I felt like Kirby was just a dog, and and his relationship with Salt and in the business, it just messed up everything with the group.
It did.
And she should have cut ties. She should have made that, drew a fine line in the sand a long time ago, and like let them know, like, yo, when it comes to business, this is what it is, and outside of business is something different. But I just, she let all her feelings get in the way, and I think that's what messed up a lot of the business with the group. Cause I mean, even when they were on the post show, not the poster when they were talking to Charlemagne and DJ Envy. Like they asked him like, yo, like how come Kid and Play got like all the business stuff? Like how come they had the big movies and the Saturday morning cartoons that Salt and Pepper wasn't getting that? And they could have been in House Party. You know what I'm saying? Instead they had Tisha Campbell and AJ Johnson be like the love interest for Kid and Play when it could have been Salt and Pepper.
Well, speaking of Kid and Play, because at that time they were getting like a lot of flack because in their movies they always had like the light skin had
Right,
like the main love interest, and then the dark skin or the brown skin as like the sassy friend and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Which they addressed that on the next question too. So
right,
with them having Salt and Pepper, that I really think they were kind of gotten even more flack.
right. Yeah, I mean they had all their friends there. Like Martin was in that. That's the first time I knew about Martin Lawrence from that movie, and they had Chill was in that and Full Force. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, I always wonder like how come Salt and Pepper wasn't in that film, and and Kid and Play was like the only rap group still to have their own Saturday morning cartoon that Salt and Pepper could have had that too. They were
MC
like the
Hammer,
only MC
yeah,
Hammer, right? MC Hammer
yeah.
had it on ABC, and Kid and Play was on NBC. And I'm like, yo, like Salt and Pepper could have had that. Like, why didn't they do films and stuff? And you know what I'm saying? It was just a shame. I'm like, I think I'll blame all that on Herbie and at the time they also was on a shady record label. You know what I'm saying? So it was like those record labels they didn't look out for a lot of those artists, especially when it came to rap. You know what I'm saying? And it's just unfortunate. And they were like the only girl group really that was successful. Like JJ Fad had like I only know one song with JJ Fad. You know what I'm saying? And all the like a lot of them other women at that time, it was like they faded out, but Salt and Pepper managed to still stay around. I'm like, yo, like they definitely need to be in the Rock and Roll of Fame. They're legends, and I'm glad their story was told.
Yeah, man, because I kind of compare the whole Salt and Herbie situation kind of to Irv Gotti and Ashanti
Right,
because I never knew Irv and Ashanti was like dating on and
mm,
off because
right,
Irv kind of blocked Ashanti from doing like a lot of things,
right.
a lot of collaborations and shit too, and then he was trying to hype up J Lo, which that's another story for a different day.
And
And
see, I always heard rumors of that, but I never seen them out nowhere. Like I never seen them like publicly like together like that, or you know what I mean?
because they weren't public about it.
Right. See, like the same thing happened with Candy and Jermaine with Escape.
Mm.
And they ruined that group. And then Dallas Austin and Chili, and you know what I'm saying? That whole thing with TLC, and there's like it don't work when you dating your producer and you ruin the whole group. You know what I'm saying? So they need to talk to TLC and Escape.
Right, because you ain't never heard SWV like Coco dating a producer or some shit like
Right,
that.
exactly.
And SWV, they still got the members intact to this day and shit. So
Right.
like, yeah, they broke up, but they got
Mhm.
back together too.
And they never like pursued a solo career. I remember hearing rumors that Salt was gonna do like a solo album, but it never happened.
Yeah, because it kept getting pushed back, but she did do some songs for, like some Christian rap stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And Pepper never went solo, and you know.
nah. The craziest part for me was when the breakup scene when Mario Van Peebles. I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit, they brought Mario Van Peebles out of
He
nowhere.
directed the film too. Yeah,
Oh, Mario Van Peebles
yeah.
directed it.
Hmm.
Every time he directs a film, he always has to show his face. But yeah,
Right.
so he was giving that sermon, and it was just Pepper felt proud that her and Tretch are leaving, but then when she said that Salt and Pepper was going to end and stuff like that, because you know how she said she had a premonition that
Hmm.
somebody was going to die, which I thought Salt was going to have like a miscarriage, but it was just like the whole music thing dying between them.
Right.
Because even in the very necessary era, you can tell they were kind of drifting apart. Because even the whole Essence Awards thing, I never knew that the head did not want them to do the whole "None of Your Business" song
Right. I didn't know
and
that.
shit like that. See, this is one thing I love about biopics when they give you shit that you don't know about the artist
Right.
and stuff like that.
Crazy. And the the scene where she yeah, I didn't know about Pepper cutting herself. Like the scene where they in the car, like in the film, and she driving them home, and Pepper's telling Salt that like she used to cut herself.
Hmm.
She was depressed. I didn't know about that either.
Yeah, she mentioned that in her book too.
Mm,
So
wow, crazy. And it's that snowfall scene in the beginning where they were like walking in Queens. That snowfall scene looks so fake. I'm like, it ain't snow. I'm like, I like fake snow and and but it was good. I enjoyed it.
yeah, in terms of hip hop biopics, I gotta say this was very dope.
Yeah.
Um, Way better than All Eyes on Me.
Yes. Definitely.
Like, yeah, the wigs. I mean,
Mhm.
I got over that shit. I know everyone has this shit to say. Oh, the wig. I'm like, come on, y'all. It's Lifetime. What y'all expect? Come on.
Exactly.
But
And the part, remember the part where Pepper was dyeing her hair and then like it was falling out, and she just left it like one side longer. Like that part I didn't know about either.
yeah, it reminds me of when Bobby Brown, when that motherfucker fucked up Bobby Brown's hair and shit like that
Right.
too.
I forgot about that.
What else? What else? I know there's some stuff we didn't talk about. Yeah, when the brand new album flopped and they were trying
Right.
to go on tour,
Hmm.
like these small clubs in which Salt fell on stage. I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was from her not eating, right?
Not eating, yeah.
And she was pregnant too. Yeah,
Hmm.
crazy. And Pepper when Pepper's going into labor, Salt is telling her, "Oh, I left her be," and I'm like, she telling all this shit like she about to give labor. It's crazy.
Speaking of that, when Salt was giving birth, I think her sister was like, "Come on, push it real good."
Push
I
it
was
right.
like, "Why would you?"
Yeah, that shit was funny.
That was like the funniest scene in the whole.
Yeah,
Like, come
I
on,
like
push
she
it.
really said that, bro. That shit is
Oh
hilarious.
my god,
You know.
man. But yeah, this was a dope movie. This was a
Definitely.
dope, and
Yeah.
I hope that this brings like a more like a populated Salt and Pepper because I know all these female rappers are coming out now. The whole Megan Thee Stallions and then City Girls and the Asian Dolls or whatever. But I
And
hope like
and and they're supposed to be getting an award at the Grammys.
or Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah, that's what they said. They're giving them an award. I hope Spinnerella is there. They need to make patch that up with Spinnerella for that.
Shit. And yeah, the Grammys coming this March and shit. Okay.
Yeah, March. Yeah. You know.
Shit. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yep.
So yeah, man. If I was to rate this movie, I'll probably give it 4 out of 5. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely think it was a solid four. I like this better than the Roxanne Shante film.
Oh my. We have to talk about that.
Yeah, because that wasn't good.
I,
Okay. Mhm.
Acting wise, it was good, but I wish they would focus more on the music. That's my only issue
Yeah.
because I really want to know how Roxanne dealt with being the only female in the Juice Crew. You know, the whole Big Mama.
Right.
I mean, they focus way too much on the abuse. I'm like, if I want to watch a movie about abuse, I'll watch Survivor Compton. Like,
Right. Exactly. It's crazy. Even with this film, like Assault was like there was certain songs she wished that they had put in the film, like I'll Take Your Man and My Mic Sounds Nice. So,
yeah, I
but
love it.
they went for the more popular ones that people know. So I get it.
Yeah, man, I love that track. My mic sounds nice.
Yeah.
That's like lyrically wise. That's like one of the best lyrically wise.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was dope. A dope one.
Yeah, man.
You know?
I'm surprised they didn't really talk that much about What a Man and stuff like that. I know.
Yeah, that's a scene that I thought they would have had in the film, like them actually being on the video set with En Vogue, and, because Tretch was on that set and Tupac. Pepper had Tyran when he was little in that video. So
Tyson Beckford too.
yeah, that's right, Texas Beckford. So I thought for sure they would have had a video scene of that.
Yeah, I guess with Envo going through their own bullshit too. I don't know.
So
That's another female group that got screwed over a lot.
crazy, man.
Shit. Definitely got to do an episode about Envo one
Yeah,
day.
oh, yeah.
Shit. Yeah, man. About 24 minutes left. Okay. What else? What else? What else? What else? We talked about King Play. Yeah, I think we talked about everything.
Yeah. Basically, I mean, they had their drama, but it wasn't like a rock group type of drama like Motley
Right.
Crue, and you know what I mean. But they went through. it was sad to see them like break up, and I know some wanted like her little freedom in her space, and at least they hashed it out and they came back together. We see so many groups that they break up and they never come back together, and or like one of the members dying and it's too late, like Guru and Premier. He died and it's like I don't really feel like they ever really patched things up. With Drake and Easy E, and he died, and Easy E passed away, and Drake and him really patched things up, and you know what I'm saying. So it's like there's so many groups I would like to see come back. People I can see Smooth. They need to squash that thing and they can come back together. And, you know what I'm saying? But at least with Salt-N-Pepa, they patch things up. I want them to patch it up with Spinrilla then, because Spinrilla is the third member. It's not Herbie. I know they said something about Herbie is the third member. He's not the third member. The third member is Spinrilla. She needs to be a part of
Man, fuck her, man.
that. you know,
Yeah,
crazy.
man. But what else? Yeah, man. But definitely a very dope movie.
Yeah.
Um, really cannot wait for next week because I saw the sneak peek. I was like, Lifetime is so petty. They had out of all the sneak peeks they had to do when she fucking fainted.
Which is right.
I was like, wow. But did you know that Wendy Williams dated Biggie?
I heard that, but I never seen nothing or heard anything back then. So I'm like, this is news to me.
Yeah, shit.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Imagine who's gonna be in the movie. I know they're gonna talk about the whole Whitney shit.
Yep, they got to.
Um,
Huffy.
boy. I cannot. I low key cannot wait to rip on this movie. I feel this movie's gonna be funny for all the wrong reasons. But yeah, definitely thank y'all so much for watching. I'm not gonna do this on too long. Just gonna give us our synopsis, what I thought about it. Um, Stay tuned for more stuff. And just to let everybody know, I'm definitely gonna come back with reviews early February. Just to let everybody know. So peace.